Wow, wow. City. Nobody. Yeah. Nobody. Where you been, yo? Life in up bikini.
Xin chào, hello, welcome to the Crooked Truth Court. My name is Mello, and I am your judge in this court. I may be harsh in this court, but trust me, there's something you can never take away from me. That is the truth. I will tell you the truth the way it is without any pampering or without any fear. I always try to give a disclaimer because of the newcomers who see this video or see this channel for the first time. I tell them that on here, even if you are my relative, my friend, my loved one, my girlfriend, my wife to be, if you're a pastor, if you are a prophet, if you are a herbalist, if you are a priest, if you're a military man, if you're a policeman, if you're a president, whoever that you are, if your case enters this court and gets before me on this table, we don't pamper you. We don't favor you. We don't do looking faces in this court. We will tell you the truth the way it is. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. Like the video, share, and leave a comment. That is your own judgment and also an appeal. I decide to look into it or not. Remember, I am the final judge in this court, and there is nothing you can do about it. I urge everyone to remain silent before this court. Order in court. Now, there is this case that I came across on YouTube. It's about one Greek YouTuber, a very famous guy in Greece and also on the internet and in the world, especially in the Spanish territory. This guy has really grown his YouTube channel within a space of like 1 year or 1.5 years. He is a massive travel vlogger, and his name is Timmy Carter. Now, I came across Timmy Carter's video where he said travel vlog has cost him his organ. At first, I thought he was joking just for views, so I decided to go watch it. And trust me, guys, it is a very serious case. This guy, I would say, he has sold his organ in exchange for travel vlog, in exchange for fame. I want us to go look into the case, and when we come back, we have a whole lot to say.
I had to go through 2 surgeries under one anesthesia because the doctor said my gallbladder was almost dead. He said the word necrosis, so it was pretty serious. They opened 3 holes here on my chest. They're tiny, you cannot barely see it. One here, one here, one here, and one other one here. And they took out the gallbladder. I really need to take care of my health, guys. Really, the last 3 years, I was traveling with no money, no insurance. So as you can imagine, I was eating street, city, greasy, fatty food. And apparently this affected me, and that's why I had so many stones. Because they said I had this because of genetics. But none of my family members of my parents had this. I'm the only one in the first one. So I guess it was my lifestyle. Cheap, greasy, street, Latin food create these stones, and now cost me almost my life. Yeah, that's it. I hope I recover.
A whole lot of us fall guilty when it comes to our own health, when it comes to taking care of our own health, especially those of us from Africa. I'm not looking down on Africa, but I'm saying it the way it is. Africans are not used to going for checkups. Yes, it is not a norm in Africa to be going for checkups. This is how it is. We do not go for checkups unless we fall so sick. Then they carry us and take us to the hospital. I'm guilty of that. Some of the African YouTubers are guilty of that. A whole lot of Africans are guilty of that. I'm not saying only Africans. It's like it isn't our culture. We are now learning it. We are just used to the herbs. We are used to, the African medicine. When you feel that your head aches, you just go for some drinks, African herbal drinks and drink, or some herbs and those kind of things. Only a few people go to the hospital for checkups monthly, 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months. But a whole lot of us, we do not do that. And we are guilty of that. Now, what has happened to Timmy Carter? Vloggers must take it very serious. They must learn from what has happened to this guy. Why am I saying this? Now, there are a whole lot of vloggers who travel around in the name of we are traveling with no money. In the name of, we are traveling on a low budget. Yes, that is how it is. It's good to travel on a low budget. It's good to travel with no money. And when they travel, they do all sorts of things. When they should eat good food, they try to squeeze themselves and go in for unhealthy, cheap foods just because they do not have enough money, just because they are managing the little money that they have. A whole lot of YouTubers who travel around, the vloggers, they do this. They do this. Some of them, even if they have money, they decide that they will go low, and do what they are not used to, what they will not do in their own hometown or in their own home country, what they will not eat in their home country. Now, because of the views, because of their followers, to make them happy, they go in and eat those kind of things. You see, some of them travel around continuously for about 1 year without even checking or minding or thinking about their health. All they think about is the views. All they think about is the likes. All they think about is the money that they will get. That is what some of them do. Some of them will be roaming in the ghettos. They don't even think about malaria. They don't think about mosquitoes. They don't think about the smells that enters them. They don't think about cholera and those kind of things. They are just doing it for the views and for their followers. I'm not saying people shouldn't go to the ghettos. I'm not saying don't go to, unusual places. But what I'm saying is get to know yourself and get to know what is good for you and what is bad for you. This is a very huge lesson to vloggers, especially African vloggers. We must learn from what has happened to this guy. He said he did 2 surgeries. There were stones in his gallbladder that he didn't even know until he felt pains. He was vomiting. Then he went to the hospital, they did the scans, and they got to know that. And he was saying that he has not been traveling with, travel insurance. And even the one that recently he traveled with, they are not genuine, they are not good travel, insurance company and those kind of things. It means that he doesn't care about his health whilst he is traveling. He don't go for checkups whilst he is traveling. He eats anyhow. I know Timmy Carter. I've been following him. I see the kind of foods that he eats. He wants to try everything. Even if he is not familiar with it, he will try it. And drinking alcohol all the time. Almost all his videos, he will be drinking alcohol. Any alcohol he will be trying. If he sees that people are eating something, he wants to try. If he sees that people are selling something, he wants to try. People are drinking something, he wants to try. All because he wants to get the love from people. All because he wants to win the heart of people. All because he wants to get all the views and the money. Now see what has happened to you. Now that the sickness is in, You are going to rest. You have been forced to rest. You have been forced to go out of the YouTube street for some time. You could have, prevented that. I'm not saying that people cannot get sick. It is normal for people to get sick. There are some sickness you cannot do anything about it. But I'm judging him in my court based on his own words, based on what he has shown on the internet, that he did not take good care of himself. He ate all the junky foods. He didn't talk about the drinks. You see, he was doing all sorts of things just to win the heart of people. I know Timmy Carter. He likes risking, doing the unusual. Yes, even though I love him, I love the way he is, the way he entertains his followers and makes his videos so lively. I must still tell him the truth. Now he will learn from this. You've done 2 surgeries to your gallbladder. He could have prevented this if he has gone for checks. If he has not been eating junky foods, he has not been drinking too much, he could have prevented this. He could have prevented this. For me, all I will say is he has sold his gallbladder or his organ in exchange of travel vlog, in exchange of YouTube, in exchange of money. Next time you will learn from it, and we all must learn from it, especially the African vloggers who travel and move around in the name of living cheap, in the name of living a low budget life, in the name of traveling without money. Let's not eat anything. It isn't everything that is good for our system. We should know this. It isn't every drink that is good for us. It isn't every street food that is good for us. It isn't every environment that is good for us. Know yourself and know what you will eat. Know what you will drink. Know the environs that you will enter. And this will save you. Timmy Carter, I wish you well. I wish you all the best. Recover so fast and come give your followers what they expect from you. But learn from what has happened to you. This is all I have to say. If you have watched till now, kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. Like this video. Leave a comment. That will be your own judgment or an appeal. I will choose to look into it or not. Share the videos for others to see. On here, we always strive for glory, we strive for success, we strive for travels. We strive for the truth and anything important. Your boy Melody. I will see you in the next video. May all the courts rise.
No more. If you know make money, friends go dog you. Nobody said go love you. You first step up your hustle, cause one day you gonna make it. If you know make money, friends go dog you. Nobody said go love you. You first step up your hustle, cause one day, you gotta love me now.